Wow. Aisha Buhari revealed the secrets behind Buhari's hatred for the Biafrans. Says it has to do with the civil war. What happened in the past has happened. So why bringing what happened in the past to the present? Those who fought the civil war are different from the ones that are agitating for the Biafran war now. And that is why you can see that there is a very big gap and a very big difference between the system of agitation then and the system of agitation now. Then it was bloody, now it is systematically agitated. You understand? And that is why you saw that the support these very agitators are getting is more. And that's of 1967. It's so bad that Mr. President can still ponder this in his heart, despite understanding that has been played. You understand? Despite the understanding that has been played, it is very, very bad and so disappointing. Well, I would say that Mr. President should just temper justice with mercy and carry on. You understand? Because continuity is what we are actually looking at, and not total hatred. You understand? Because the people right now are different from those that fought the war then. Let's quickly check the contents and know what really transpired. This is Morning News. President Buhari's wife Aisha has revealed the nurture and the nature of the long-term sickness her husband endured. It was natural. Buhari's hatred for the Igbos started after the Civil War. Due to his involvement in the Civil War in Nigeria, his removal as military ruler, and his subsequent 40 months captivity without being charged with any crimes, Aisha Buhari revealed that Buhari had suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) for many years. She made this disclosure while addressing at a gathering for the Armed Force Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder Center, organized by Mrs. Lucky Irabo-led Defense and Police Officer Wives Association, DPOA. She described how PTSD had negative effects on her early in her marriage to Buhari. It is a reality that troops and military families have to live with, despite its detrimental effect, said Aisha Buhari. Being a wellness professional and the wife of a serving or former soldier, I am aware of the difficulty PTSD poses for military families as well as the nations as a whole. Before being deposed in a coup d'etat, my husband served the Nigerian army for 27 years. He fought in the Civil War for 30 months without receiving any form of rehabilitation, controlled Nigeria for 20 months, and was in prison for 40 months without being told what his crime was. We were married a year after he was released from prison, and I spent 19 years living in his home as his legal wedded wife. After going through all of this, and at the age of 19, I was forced to deal with a former head of state and commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Telling him that he is mistaken is the first mistake you will make. So at the age of 19, I had to learn how to tell someone of his caliber whether they were right or wrong. And that was the start of my offense in his home. I then ran for office in 2003 and lost, again in 2007, then again in 2011. And after all of this failure and a lack of rehabilitation, I eventually decided to become a physiotherapist. You can picture me at the age of 19 managing someone who had been through a coup d'etat, a war, and multiple elections before ultimately being elected to the villa in 2015. In Nigeria and Africa, it is also problematic for a woman to tell someone that something is proper or wrong. Is that the reason why President Buhari will be putting on a strong look at the Igbos? Is that the reason why he will ignore the Igbos while they are suffering in pain and in penury? Is that the reason? Is that the reason why he allowed the Fulanis to take over the southeast? Come on, let's just tell the truth. His hatred for the Igbos is natural. Do you understand? It's natural. You can't say this to us. Do you understand? Say that to the belt. Someone who just came into power in 2015 and all he could do was, first of all, he proscribed the Biafrans, the IPOPs. It has been in his mind, but he refused to spit it out because he wants to come into power. You understand? What he actually went through after he was released from prison was caused by himself. Buhari was brutal. He was brutal, and he was a very strict and tough military head of state. You understand? So you cannot say that to anybody because everybody understood. He was just too lucky. Just too lucky. So, with what you have said so far, it's so pitied, but I would say that no atom of mercy or forgiveness such a statement deserves, because what the Nigerians, the Igbos, in fact, has really gone through in the hand of President Buhari is so much. No wonder coming into power, he now decided to use that opportunity to be getting himself treated. Meaning he came into power so that he can get himself treated. You can now see, my people, why we said don't elect anybody that is above 60. But we don't understand. Okay. Let's quickly hear from you and let's know what your take and what's your opinion on what has just been revealed. Maybe don't forget to comment. They are still very much of great importance. Don't forget to leave them below the comment section. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.